Good morning and welcome to video 2 of a walk that I'm doing with my friend Alan through the South Wales valleys. This is part 2 of 2 videos. Part 1 saw us walk from Maesteg to Mynydd Carn y Cefn via several valleys to the west of where we are. And today Alan and I are starting a journey that will see us finish in my village, which is Undy in South Monmouthshire. I've called these videos the South Wales Valleys because that's predominantly where we're walking, and we are currently in the Ebu area. And Mynydd Carn y Cefn splits the valleys between Ebu Vale and Nant Glo. Today we're going to climb up onto Coity Mountain and then drop down to the Afon Lloyd before climbing up towards the Fox Hunter car park on the Blorange. And strictly speaking, tomorrow we will leave the South Wales Valleys. The South Wales Valleys are an old industrial area to the south of the Brecon Beacons and north of the M4, but strictly speaking we'll be entering the Usk Valley tomorrow, and that's not an industrial valley. I hope you enjoy our journey as we continue east, and we know that today, after a wet start, it's going to get much warmer. I'm at the memorial to John Henry Williams, the most decorated non-commissioned Welshman of all time. He won all his awards in the First World War, winning the Distinguished Conduct Medal. He won the Military Medal, then a bar to the Military Medal, so got that twice essentially, and then in October 1918 he won the Victoria Cross. And Nant Glo is very proud, and this is a lovely memorial to him. That was an impromptu meal. The Whistle Inn above Blenavon, neither of us could resist going in, and having gone in we could smell the chips being cooked, so it was a burger and chips and a pint. That wasn't planned. Anyway, from here now we're going to head up onto the old tips towards Keeper's Pond. We're approaching the end of day 5 and it's only 10 to 4. Made really good progress. So from this morning we crossed the Ebu Vale at Nant Glo before climbing up onto Coity Mountain, walked along part of the ridge, turned left down to the Whistle Inn, which is a pub, an ancient pub situated above Blenavon. We crossed the Afon Lloyd there, the headwaters of it, and since then we've been walking over preserved tips towards Keeper's Pond, which used to house water to power Garnthurus Forge below it from the Industrial Revolution. And now, having walked over the shoulders of Blorange, we're heading south along part of the Cambrian Way, and as soon as we see a suitable spot to put our tents, sheltered from the strong easterly wind, we will do so. Well, we found a decent pitch. We've had to tuck ourselves down behind these gorse bushes. The wind is northeast, pushing to north through the night, and even though they're blowing a bit now, it is significantly more sheltered there than it was higher above us. We are on the edge now, close to Garn Wen. We're on the edge of the escarpment, and tomorrow we finally leave what I would class as the South Wales valleys, leaving the old industrial area. I'm looking out across Monmouthshire, across the Usk Valley. I can see as far as the Grange Hospital near Cwmbran. I can see the town of Cwmbran, the new town of Cwmbran. I can see the Severn Estuary, and right across to Wentwood Forest, where we'll be hopefully tomorrow evening. So for this evening now, we've had our dinner. We'll settle in for the night and get ready to do it again tomorrow. Well, good morning, and good morning from day 6 of our South Wales Valleys adventure, on video 2 of 2 videos. We have finally left the industrial area of the South Wales Valleys and are now descending into the Usk Valley. Blimey, it was freezing cold up on the ridge we've just walked along. We were really sheltered in our camp spot last night and didn't realise how sheltered we were until we walked around the corner into an absolutely bracing northerly wind that must have had a feels-like temperature well below freezing. So when you've got a pair of shorts on, it wasn't ideal, but we knew it wasn't for long, and we've now descended off that hill, and already it feels, well, tropical actually. We're heading now towards the village of Goitra, over to the Usk Valley, and then follow the River Usk into Usk, where we will resupply for the final time on this journey. We're currently stood in St Mary's churchyard, and buried just outside the church there is St David Lewis. St David was a Catholic priest who was ordained in 1642. In 1678, Charles II banned all Catholic practices, and in 1679 David was arrested and hung, drawn and quartered in front of the population of Usk. He therefore became the last Welsh Catholic martyr. Good morning, and good morning from day 7 of our South Wales Valleys adventure, where Alan and I have walked from my stag through the South Wales Valleys, and we're going to finish at my home village in Undy in South Monmouthshire. We've woken this morning in the ancient forest of Wentwood to a choir of birdsong. The app on my phone has identified so far coal tits, long-tailed tits, blackbirds, wrens, great spotted woodpeckers, goldcrest. We had tawny owls in the night. I think that's it at the moment. Oh, and a song thrush. So absolutely wonderful sound this morning. I didn't do much filming yesterday evening. Alan and I climbed out of the Usk Valley. We had our evening meal overlooking the Usk and then wandered through the forestry to find a suitable location. This morning, once we leave here, we've only got about 5 or 6 miles to go to get to Undy. So we're going to walk down through the village of Llanfairpwllgwyngyllgoed, along some minor lanes, and then back to my village. So I'm not going to speak to the camera anymore. The rest of the film will be footage of our journey back to Undy. As with all my videos, I really hope you've enjoyed watching our route that we've taken through the valleys on this occasion. It's a route I've put together based on paths I've walked many times over many years, and I've really enjoyed linking them all together. I hope you've enjoyed the video as well, and I'd like to thank you for watching if you've got this far. Thanks ever so much. Cheers, well done, mate. Well done.